This is the Under Armour interview. Hi, may I please have your name and age?
Naila Connor, 25 years old.
Okay, Naila, have you ever had an interview regarding sports apparel or anything like that?
No.
Okay, so you have no experience with interviews. Thank you for clarifying that. So I'm just going to ask you simple questions and we're just going to have a conversation.
Okay.
It's just very laid back. There is no right or wrong answer. What we just want to know is your honest opinion of our topic. Our topic tonight is going to be Under Armour. Are you familiar with Under Armour?
No.
Okay. Are you familiar with sports?
Yes?
Do you like sports?
Yes.
When you see sports, you see the different teams with uniforms, correct?
Yes.
When you think of a uniform of a brand, what comes to mind?
Something flashy, something that makes people think, oh, that's really cool. I want to wear that, or I want to be associated with whatever that is.
Okay. So, would you consider that to be like character?
A character?
Like character, the uniform needs to have character.
Oh, yes, definitely.
Okay. Now, when it comes to names and brands, what do you think of when you think of uniform?
Uniform brand names?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know very many. They all seem kind of random to me. Like, they seem to be some kind of like I guess the first thing I would think of is like Adidas. I don't know if that's like a sports brand, but it just, I don't know. It always seem like foreign words to me.
Where have you seen like Adidas? What sport have you seen that on?
I want to say soccer, but I'm not sure.
Okay. Another name you mentioned that they seem like foreign names to you. Like, what would be another name?
Like Reebok?
Okay.
That sounds like, I don't know where Reebok comes from, it just sounds like a foreign word to me.
But what sport have you seen Reebok in?
Oh, I think basketball?
Basketball. Okay.
I think so.
What other brand names can you associate with
A certain
sports
sport?
apparel? Not just a certain sport, but just sports apparel overall.
Oh, Nike and Puma and let me think. I think those are the two that I can really visualize.
Okay, so visualize your top three. Which one would they be?
Okay, for sports apparel, I would say Nike, Puma, and probably Reebok.
Nike, Puma, and Reebok.
Yeah.
Okay. Under Armour is actually a newer sports apparel.
Okay.
Why do you remember those three? Is it that you've seen them a lot? Is it their logo? What is their commercials? What is it about those three that you remember?
I've seen them a lot. I saw a lot of Adidas in middle school, specifically. I remember almost everybody had an Adidas jacket. And then Puma and Reebok, I always see the logos on, like, when I see commercials of people running, they always show those logos on their jackets or their shoes. So I guess those are why they come up the most for me.
Okay. Would you consider yourself a sports fanatic?
No, I wouldn't consider myself a fanatic, but I enjoy sports.
Which sport?
I like to watch football, gymnastics, and tennis.
When it comes to football, college or pro?
Pro.
Okay. What do you recall who makes the professional football uniforms?
I want to say Nike?
Nike. Okay. Do you recall seeing any commercials for Nike for these sports?
For football?
Mm-hmm.
No.
Okay. When you think of Nike, just the word Nike,
Right.
what, if you could say this image represents Nike, what would that be?
I'm afraid of mixing up my images, but the one I think of is like the basketball player, right? When he's dunking or
Okay.
going for the basketball shot.
Okay. No, that's perfectly fine. Do you mean like the Jordan the Jordan man on the shoes, or just any basketball player?
The Jordan man.
Okay, so the Jordan man. Okay, now if I told you that Under Armour was once again a sports apparel, and I asked you to visualize or give me a picture of what comes to your mind when I say Under Armour, what would that be?
To me, something that covers a lot, like, what are they called? You know, like thermals. Like, I think of something that covers and keeps you warm.
Okay. Would you consider Under Armour being, if it were a gender, male or female, a representation of the word Under Armour?
Oh. Under Armour, male. I guess it doesn't really go one way or the other for me. But I guess I would say, kind of seems like female, only because Under Armour, I guess because it seems like a bit, like, hidden.
Okay.
Because it seems like you wouldn't see it, just based on the name. If it's called Under Armour, I would
Okay.
assume it's something you don't see.
So which part of the word Under Armour would you associate with women? The word under or the word armor?
Oh, the word under.
Okay, now if you thought of like armor, Under Armour, what would you think of then?
Well, if, like I said, like something that like covers all of your skin,
Okay.
and that's maybe like that kind of spandexy material they make a lot of
Okay.
sports clothes out of.
So you would the spandex, so you would think of Under Armour as something is it flexible, durable, fitting? What would it be?
I would say all three of those things. Like something that lets you move around, but can withstand a workout. And yeah, definitely I would think something that's form-fitting to your body.
Okay. Have you ever played any sports?
Yes.
Which one?
When I was younger, I did gymnastics and martial arts.
Okay, let's go with gymnastics first. Do you remember what brand of clothing you wore, or were you just young and was it...
I don't remember the brand, but I do remember being excited about getting it.
Okay. How about when you did martial arts?
No, don't remember the brand.
Okay. When was the last time you played a sport that you would say it was a competitive sport where you wore a uniform?
Oh, then not since elementary school.
Okay. Would you shop for sports apparel online?
Probably not.
Why is that?
Because when I think of sports apparel, I think something... Wait, I'm sorry. When you say sports apparel, are you talking about...
Like, let's say clothing.
Like, are you saying, like, for practical purposes or for cosmetic? Like, I want a jersey of that team, or I'm looking for a jogging suit. Because if it was something cosmetic, then yeah, maybe. But if it was something that I needed for practical use, like running or working out or playing a sport, then no, I wouldn't order it online. I would go into a store and get it.
Okay. Rana, you mentioned there was two, whether it's sports apparel to wear to represent a team, or something that you would use to actually do a sport or an activity.
Mm-hmm.
What would you buy them for if you were say, you know what, I'm going to go buy this next sports apparel? What would it be for? Would it be to represent a team, or would it be something personal for you that you would use?
It would be something personal for me to use.
Okay. Like what?
If I were to go get something right now, it would probably be an outfit for running. So, pants, some kind of fitted top, and a jacket.
Okay. Any brand in particular that you would that you would look for to try on?
No.
Okay. When you went to look for it, what would you look for in the outfit that you would choose?
Something that's cute and color coordinated, and I guess at this point, since it's getting warmer, something that's a little thinner and can breathe.
Okay. You mentioned cute, color coordinated, which would be aesthetically pleasing, and then you mentioned something that would be able to breathe, which is more for comfort.
Mm-hmm.
Is that your usual preference when buying something to wear?
Yeah, well, especially when it comes to like workout clothes or sports apparel, things like that. I pretty much assume it's gonna be comfortable because most of it is, but they're not always all cute. So I'd like to get the best of both worlds if I can.
Okay, so then you would first look for cute and then try it on to see if it feels comfortable.
Yes.
Okay. At the beginning of the interview, you mentioned that you were not very familiar with the underwear brand. I'm sorry, Under Armour brand.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The Under Armour brand, just to give a little history of it, it's a pretty young brand.
Okay.
It was actually developed by an ex-college football player out of Maryland. They are known for having very unique and very modern material.
Okay.
They breathe very well. They're constricting, which is one of the big things, so that when you sweat, it doesn't sag. It's not heavy. It soaks up the sweat. It keeps you warm, and it overall is meant to feel like a second skin. Have you had that experience with any of the apparel that you've purchased for your personal use?
No. I haven't worn anything that felt like a second skin to me. Definitely everything I've had, after I'm working out and sweating, I definitely feel it like tugging and like clinging / sticking to me.
Okay, but sticking to you in a bad way, or sticking to you like if it's fitting to your body and it feels
Sticking,
comfortable?
like in a bad way, not comfortable. Like, I'm ready to change now. That kind of.
Okay, like you want to get out of it because it's sticky.
Yes.
Okay, that's one of the things that Armor Under has. Their synthetic fabric. It's unique to where it actually soaks up your sweat and becomes form-fitting to your muscles and to your body, that the way it moves. So it doesn't get in the way. It's something that's what Under Armour would want them to be known as. Now, if you were to have something like that, would you be willing to try it since you've never tried Under Armour?
Oh yeah, I would definitely try that.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Regardless of how it looked, or would it need to look cute?
Well, I would try it out, but I don't think I would buy it unless I really liked it. Even if it weren't cute, but if I really, really liked the way it felt and how I felt after a workout, then there's a possibility I would still get it. But
Okay.
I would definitely be open to trying it.
Okay.